me like.
Hey, what's going on, lads and lasses? I'm TheSilverSlasher, and welcome back to the Pokemon X Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we took on the Lysander labs, most of the Lysander labs, I should say, because we still have a little bit to go here. I believe we have one more fight, and, you know, a good old, everyone's favorite 12th Pokemon fight, because we've got, I don't remember which ones are left. I want to say one of them is Celosia, but I don't remember their names, actually. I remember we fought Aliana, and we fought another one. I think it was not Celosia. I don't remember, though. Anyway, I have, as our leading Pokemon here, I have gosh darn Wingo and Jeremiah. I think this is a pretty good team. Neither of them have moves that will hit each other. So, you know, I think that'll be a pretty good pair up. Yes, I remember, this is Celosia and Bryony. I remember your names now. I always remember Aliana, but these two sometimes, I was like, I think Bryony's the green one. And I could still be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Huh? I think I've seen this kid somewhere before. So who is he? I have no idea. But obviously he's not in Team Flare. Let's get him, yeah? Yep, that sounds good to me. Then I'll get in the first blow. Wait, are you fighting me one at a time? I'm like, choking over here. Apparently we're fighting one at a time. It's still 12 Pokemon, but I'm very okay with that. What I'm not okay with is the fact that you just let off with a Haxorus. That is a thing that I'm not okay with. I will be completely honest with you. And he's too nervous to eat berries. Well, I sure hope you have a berry then. Outrage, we should be taking your hits just fine. This is actually kind of the perfect thing to start with. Although, considering Wingo's damage output, I would say Mavis would have probably been the best. And we could go to Mavis right now. You're outraging, but the thing is, that's doing pretty decent damage. You know, we're taking 40 from that. Like, even though it's resisted, and Wingo has, I think, the highest defense on the team, so... yeah, it's probably for the best that Wingo is the one out here. Definitely gonna have to heal up immediately, though. Just out of curiosity, you are the highest defense on here, right? 144, that's pretty high. 128, 83, 182, 76, 58. Yeah, so you are by far the highest defense on this team, Wingo. Which is fine by me, because that's what you've been doing the best, you know? That's what I generally throw you in for. I'm like, oh, there's a big scary physical dragon. Time to put a steel type in front of it. You know, and that doesn't just work for dragon, because steel is really good. Steel, I'm constantly going back and forth on whether steel or, like, dark is my favorite type. Or electric, because I really like all three. But I think it has to be steel. Steel types are just awesome, and, like, they've just always been so good. Alright, I'm gonna fly. We're gonna fly like a bird. If you could hit yourself, that'd be great. Never mind, you didn't. Which is unfortunate, but it's fine, because we can take another outrage. Take another outrage, no problem. Stop on your right foot, don't forget it. We can go ahead and fly away. And, yeah, you're gonna take that poison. You're gonna take that super duper poison. What you gonna do now? You're gonna miss is what you're gonna do. Yeah, unfortunately you didn't hit yourself, but I don't think it's gonna matter. So I'm gonna land on you and we're finishing you off. Okay. Alrighty. So, Steel Wing probably would have also finished you off just fine, but obviously, it's better to just play it safe. And just go for the fly. Because we get extra turns of free stuff. Well, this kind of has to be Fiesta. You get extra turns of free, badly poisoned damage. I feel like I'm a little sluggish today. It's late. And not only is it late, but I woke up earlier than I usually do, so I could go to the store. But anyway, we got a Victini. You have two scary people right in a row here. And, I don't know why I called them people, but it's fine. Ow! You really hurt me. Damaged by the recoil? I thought you had a life orb for a second. I was gonna be like, okay, that explains it. But no, you really hurt me there. Okay. Alright. The problem here is... the problem here is, like... I could go for, like, Hammond and resist your stuff, obviously. And resist the heck out of your Flare Blitz, but... like... you're also a Psychic type. Which means you very likely have a Psychic move. So I'm kind of thinking instead I should just use like a full restore, you know? Or maybe, you know, actually, instead of wasting a full restore, I think I'm just gonna hyper. I mean, maybe I should have full restore. I don't know. If you... we'll see. Because the thing is, like, you can't burn me again if I'm already burned. And we obviously will survive through a Flare Blitz and a burn, so that's not a big deal. But, oh! Did he take extra recoil that time? That felt like a lot. That felt like a lot of recoil. I was like on the next Flare Blitz, you'll take yourself out, so maybe that's when I'll go for the full restore, but then you just took yourself out, so it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Next up is Joltik. Okay, well, So I'm kind of thinking going to Mavis. I'm thinking we go into Mavis, and I just use the opportunity to heal. Joltik is a sweet little boy, and I like Joltik a lot, but she's not exactly strong. that little, what is it? 2 inches tall? I don't know. You're like minuscule, Joltik. You're a little tiny little lad, but it's fine. Or a little lass in this case. I'm messing up my own words. That's like my signature thing, and I can't even do it right. I knew that was a crit. I was like, yeah, you know, we might not have the best defenses, but Joltik is not doing that much damage to a steel type. It's just not happening. At least not with bug moves. Yeah, you hit me and bring me down. You take me down to the Paradise City, and then I drop rocks on your head. See ya, Joltik. It's weird. I'm at this weird crossroad. This is related. I'm at this weird crossroad where I feel like the cough is like pretty much gone. You know, like I'm coughing extremely little now. I coughed maybe twice today at all, and even that many. And the second one was far from being that bad. But for some reason, the like chokiness in my voice and the like, I keep like choking in the middle of my sentence. That has gone up. I don't know what's happening, but it's fine. Next up is Armaldo. Okay. I'm just gonna go for Mavis. I think that's fine. I'm gonna drink some water, because I'm dying. Oh my goodness. I am just falling apart. I'm assuming, yeah, Metal Claw has to be stronger. It's like, you might also be weak to rock, but there's just no way. Wow, that did shockingly little. That did shockingly little. I always forget if bug... I don't think ground resist bug. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So that did like really little. I mean, you have a lot of attack, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Roserade is a job that Monfrey can do just fine. Feels pretty great having Monfrey back in the fray. You know, it's like Monfrey was kind of out of commission for a while because he just fell behind in levels, and the middle of the game has so many just like back-to-back important fights with high-level Pokemon that I was like, oh, Monfrey, you're really falling off. But now, Monfrey's caught up, you know, level 49, caught up to everyone, and now has Psychic, so it's over for them. Oh, I fall out of frame. I actually really like that she falls out of frame. It is really weird that they don't double battle me here, though. It's like, if you're ever... I feel like the evil teams... Well, I can rant about this during the next fight. You beat us so good. Wow, we were so lame. I can rant about this during the next battle with Brownie, if that is your name. I'm pretty sure you're Brownie. What a brute. Look at poor Celosia. Yeah, wow. See, okay. That's good. That's good. That ties into you are Brownie. That ties into what I was about to say. What I was about to say was, you would think in the normal Pokemon world, when you're just walking around hanging out, there would be basically nobody who, double battled you unless you had someone with you. But you'd think the evil teams would be like, that would be the one place where they would be like, alright, let's gang up on you, because we have to defeat you, you know, it's our job. Like, so it's kind of weird that there's double battle trainers, but this is not one? I don't know, I'm, for the record, very glad that this is not one. I want to go ahead and cure my burn, because it's very annoying. But yeah, it's like, I would not want to have dealt with that Haxorus or that Victini in a double battle. That would not be good. Because we don't exactly, I don't think, have two people who would want to deal with that. You know? Like, the team up, I don't know if Haxorus is faster than Zekrom. I think he might be. I want to say Haxorus is one of those Pokemon that I always think is much slower than it is. You know? I think it actually has more speed than I usually think it does. So I'm like, you know. Also, Absorb, what is your power here? It's 20. So there's like a 0% chance that it's stronger than Surf. The thing is, will Surf be enough to take you out? I don't know. I actually don't think it... No, I don't think it will be. Nah, I should have just gone for Absorb. Should have just gone for Absorb, kept getting health back. I saw visions of grandeur at the defeat of Whiscash with Surf, and it did not exactly pay off, but it doesn't matter too much, I don't think. It's like, you're gonna have pretty decent health, Fiesta. I think Whiscash has quite an okay HP stat, I believe. Or maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. But anyway, level 53. Fiesta and Hammond really skyrocketed last episode. And that was pretty much what I was worried about with the EXP share episode. I was like, that's going to rule for Wingo and Mavis and Monfrey, especially Wingo and Monfrey. But, holy crap! I was like, that's gonna rule for them. But for, you know, Fiesta and Hammond and Jeremiah, who are already high level, it's gonna be kind of rough. But it definitely seems to be the case with Fiesta and Hammond. Anyway, these two... I mean, if it was a double battle, I'd probably just lose the game. I'm being real with you right now. If this was a double battle, I'd probably just lose the game, because who can stand out there against Rayquaza except for Wingo? Like, I guess maybe Mavis. Like, possibly Mavis. I don't think anyone else could do it, because Jeremiah's gonna die in one hit to a dragon move, Hammond's gonna die in one hit to a flying move, so is Fiesta, Monfrey's gonna die in one hit to literally anything. So, scary stuff. I'm gonna go for, that should not be doing anything. Hyper Beam? I mean, I guess it is special, so it could do an okay amount, but... holy crap. Or half our health without a crit. It could also do half our health without a crit, apparently. And of course we didn't get the... Alright, I'm gonna go for a Poison Fang. I mean, maybe it was actually not the right play to do that, but it doesn't really matter. Ah, come on. We've been getting really unlucky. Let's be honest, we've been getting really unlucky with the poisons. It's a 50% chance. And we're just never getting that 50% chance. I'm not sure if I should... What's the play here? He seems like he just wants the Hyper Beam. So, I don't know if I should... Does it matter if I think it's actually better. Because the thing is, I think in a normal circumstance, I would want to heal up and then start hitting you on the normal turn. But with this, it's actually better to do this, because I just want to get the badly poison on you as fast as physically possible, you know? That's the only goal here. I'm not going to risk this. I'm going to just put another one up. I could have gone for an X Special Defense, which maybe would have been a better play. And if he goes for an... he's just, man, spamming that Hyper Beam. I don't actually know if I want to go for another one. You know, you're faster, and you have to recharge, so it's actually probably gonna work pretty perfectly if I fly here, because you have to recharge. I take off. You're gonna take your poison damage, go down quite a bit, okay, and then you're gonna be like, I gotta hit you. Oh, you're gone, and then I'm gonna come down on your head. And Wingo's gonna finish off yet another super scary boy. I'm very glad we added Wingo to the team. At first, when we were first adding Wingo, I was like, you know, maybe this wasn't the best decision. Maybe I was a little hasty about this one. But, you know, you seem pretty okay. And now I'm like, okay, we made the proper choice. We definitely made the correct choice doing this. I have an itch behind my ear. I really wish that would not happen. It's inside a headphone. It's always weird when it's like, what causes itchiness? Like, what is happening inside a headphone? Do I have to worry about Manectric, by the way? I guess I will just not... I don't know why. Something in my brain is like, it has something scary. I don't know what it would be. I think the scariest thing you could really do is, like, Crunch. Oh, you have Fire Fang. Wow, okay. Well, we took it okay. Yeah, we actually took that just fine. I'm gonna Earthquake you. You are faster. I had the feeling that you were. Oh, okay, thank you for not flinching me or anything. You're gone now. You have been defeated. I probably should have just gone for it right away, but then again, I don't know. How much did you do? That was 2 Fire Fangs that brought me down to that? I don't know. That was scary stuff. Scary stuff for sure. Now we have a Froakie. I mean, I guess I'll just do Monfrey. Like, it does not matter. Charmeleon may have survived the Ring Out or Psychic from last episode, but I don't think a first stage starter will. Unfortunately, Froakie, I just don't think it's in the cards this time for you. Old buddy, old pal. Oh, sorry. Monfrey just needs a little experience, as usual. Oh, I think you're still holding the, I can probably check. I think you're still holding the Lucky Egg. Yes, you are. That would be why you're gaining so fast. We've got Dedenne, so it's kind of a Mavis thing. It's a Mavis beacon. I'm not gonna just leave this, you know, I'm not just gonna go straight for the Earthquake, though. We've come too far to just let anyone go down to just silly stuff that often happens, you know. I don't know, there's a part of me that's like, a lot of deaths that I have throughout these series, I'm like, I'm such an idiot, I should have known they had that. But, honestly, I have a pretty good, I'm gonna toot my own horn, I have a pretty good track record of knowing when Pokemon have crazy stuff. You know, it's like, I may not do it every time, I may not have, like, I didn't know that Manectric had Fire Fang. I did say I thought it had a fire move, though. I thought it was Fire Blast, honestly. I thought it got that, I don't know why. I think it can get that. I just recall in my brain Mega Manectric using Fire Blast as like a memory, but I'm not positive on that one. But it's like, I think I'm pretty good about that, you know. And I don't know. It's just the kind of thing that I'll be looking up a Pokemon. I'll be looking up a Pokemon for whatever reason, and I'll just be like, why do you get that move? Or why is that your ability? Or something like that. And it just sticks with me. That little just moment of confusion just it sticks in the back of my brain, and eventually it helps me out. Your ability flies in the face of all probability. Just what is the source of your power? The source of my power is my purple and orange hat. And green. And white. I mean, it's got quite a few colors on it. What's this? Who would have thought a child like you could beat us both? You and your Pokemon are utterly in sync in that battle, and I know why. You're here for answers, aren't you? I suppose we're at your mercy. I'll tell you what I know at least. We've been using the electricity we stole from the power plant to get everything prepared for activating the ultimate weapon, but it's not like that's all we need to use it. The ultimate weapon runs off of electricity? That's... Really? That's... I mean, I guess... That's kind of weird. Because it's like, I was under the impression that 3,000 years ago in the Pokemon world, they did not have electricity. Maybe maybe it was launched a different way, and the Team Flare people just don't know that way? I don't know. But it's not like that's all we need to use it. Are you following me? We'll need energy absorbed from Pokemon to power the device. Yes, it's the stones on Route 10 that will steal that energy for us and power the ultimate weapon. In reality, those stones that line Route 10 are the graves of Pokemon. When the ultimate weapon was used to end the horrible war over 3,000 years ago, it stole the lives of all those Pokemon. Their lives were the price of peace then. And if we want to make our own wishes come true today, we in Team Flare also have to sacrifice something precious. Man, I'm really struggling to talk today. I'm struggling to get through sentences. You just get that little, like, tickle. I just get that little tickle in my throat where it's just like, you're gonna cough, and I'm like, no, don't do it. Where does this take me? Oh, to a ball they don't have, apparently. Black glasses. Okay. We don't really have anyone with dark-type moves, but, it's a pretty good item. We didn't fight you yet, did we, sir? I mean, I wanted to go back and heal so we can go up the elevator, but I didn't fight you, so I guess I'm gonna just heal. Like, I guess we only have 14 Moo-Moos, so whenever we get out of here, I'll have to run back and get us some more. We just want to go ahead and get everyone all nice and full health. Just in case this boy has some scary stuff in his back pocket. I don't know why they have that fun music. I'm dying. I feel like I need just a lot of water. Dude, I've been needing water a lot recently. Like, it just gets so... I don't know, the last 2 days, like, around me, have just been insane. Not even around me. I drove pretty far to go to a store today, and it was still like that. Where it's been, like... The sky looks like overcast, where it's, like... It's really cloudy and dark, and I'm looking up like, it might rain, but it is somehow still, like, 115 degrees. It's like a 10 billion degrees. I don't understand how it's so deathly hot when it just is like that. So, what is... Do you get Levitate when you're Doublade? I know it's obviously stance change when you're Aegislash, but I don't remember what you get when you're Doublade. So I'm going to go for Mavis instead of Hammond. Like, I'm gonna just take the risk that you might have Levitate. You know? I think that's a fine risk to take. Alright, Mavis, you're gonna one-shot it, right? You are Mavis. Okay, good. I was like, I suddenly had a moment, you know, I just had the switch flipped, and I just realized, Sacred Sword. I'm pretty sure you get that by level up, because you are swords. Oh, you put out my fire. I'm nothing but cold ashes now. I think, I don't know what your guys' take on this is. I think there are, like, out of all of the Pokemon where people are like, oh, I like the, where the heck am I going? Is there one of you I didn't fight yet? No, just a ball. With a rare candy. That was a weird little, like, side quest to get this rare candy. It was kind of out of the way. I wonder if there's anything else hiding in here. But, what I was gonna say, you know, there are quite a few Pokemon where people are like, oh, I like the middle evolution, or the first evolution. Well, mostly, I'll say middle. I like the middle evolution more than the final. Doublade is one that I think I see a lot, and I'm like, why? I mean, I get that a lot of people just like the idea of dual wielding, you know, they like the two swords, but, I don't know, I've always preferred Aegislash. Just, like, from minute one that it was revealed. I don't know, but then again, like, I think fighting with a sword and a shield is just as cool as fighting with two swords. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, Sword Art Online kind of turned everyone into, we want to dual wield, you know? And even people who haven't seen it, I know a lot of them feel this way. Do I want to leave Wingo up front, or do I want to go for, like, Monfrey? I think I'll go for Wingo. As much as I want to train Monfrey more and stuff like that, it's like, Wingo is just really, really helpful against Pokemon with good physical attack. So it's really nice to just not have to switch in. You know, if we come up on something that's got a crazy physical attack, it's like, alright, we just fight it. You know, we don't have to switch out to anyone, we just start fighting. Anyway, B2. And it's funny, like, Wingo has been fighting them all, but, like, I mean, Fly has been useful, but the main thing that has made Wingo so effective against these crazy Pokemon is actually Poison Fang, which is a non-stab TM that I gave him. So it's really bizarre. Anyway, dude, out of all the episodes, it just occurred to me. Out of all the episodes, I could be desperately struggling to get full sentences out because of my throat. Why did it have to be the story time episode? I want to know why. Listen, one who will face Lysander. Like, oh man, there's so much dialogue here. Look at that not-Seviper man. He's taller than a Seviper. I mean, supposedly. Bulbapedia could always be wrong, I don't know. A terribly long time ago. Yeah? There was a man and a Pokemon. He loved that Pokemon very much. A war began. The man's beloved Pokemon took part in the war. Well, it's kind of out of place with that Kamehameha in the sky. I never really thought about it. I mean, I guess Magnemite, I'll get my boy back there. I guess Magnemite was also kind of out of place. Several years passed. He was given a tiny box. Cool. Alright, he's got the tiny box. The man wanted to bring the Pokemon back, no matter what it took. It's so, like... There has never, aside from the obvious, like, Ash and Pikachu, there has, like... The man built a machine to give it life. There has never been a stronger bond between trainer and Pokemon than Floette and AZ. You know, in the games, like, he brought his beloved Pokemon back. So it's such a bummer that Floette is like, the AZ Floette is like the event of Pokemon history where they had to just say, no, you're never getting this event. Where they had to just say, screw it, we're moving on to Gen 7. The man had suffered too much. His rage still had not subsided. He's angry. He's still angry. He's got is that like a giant tree trunk? I don't know. He could not forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon he loved. Like, that looks kind of weird, the way he has like his arm sticking off. I don't know if it's an arm or if it's something he holds. I don't know. He turned the machine into the ultimate weapon. That big old thing. It looks like it's got like a planet on top of it, but I think it's supposed to be the legendary. I don't know. Anyway, ba-boom! I don't know, it looks kind of weird. The thing just looked kind of strange. It comes right back down. Was that the first time they'd ever shown us space in Pokemon? I think it might have been. The man became a bringer of destruction that ended the war. But yeah, it's like, I mean, obviously we saw space in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, but I think that was the first time we ever actually saw it, you know? The Pokemon that was given life must have known. That the lives of many Pokemon were taken to restore its life. Sorry, Floette. The resurrected Pokemon left the man. Don't leave, Floyd. The resurrected Pokemon left the Pokemon fans' hopes of ever being obtainable. Because, I don't know. Look at them all frozen. So sad. So sad. I remember the first time I watched that, I was just like... like, it was like the most insane story thing they'd ever done in Pokemon, you know? I mean, I don't know, in terms of pure shock value, I don't know if it tops End's Castle from Black and White, because, especially playing that game in Japanese, you know, because I think one of them says, like, Rise Plasma Castle, or whatever it was. I was playing that game in Japanese the first time, and I was just like, what is happening? Like, this giant castle is just coming out of the ground! But, like, I remember playing this the first time, I was just like, I had like goosebumps. I was just like, man, this is insane. Get the key back. It should not be used. Everything will vanish again. Do you want to know unending pain, like I have? That is AZ. He has the same name as a king that lived 3,000 years ago, and for some unknown reason, he had the key to the ultimate weapon hung around his neck. AZ, how did they even capture you? You're so giant. There's like literally no way, unless he turned himself in. Like, there's like literally no way. They'd be like, come with us, AZ. Boom! He just hits him with a giant arm. Like, he's huge. He had the key around his neck. It's finally time. Follow me to my chambers. No. I'm just gonna hang out with AZ. I'll talk to this weird like warehouse door here. Hello. Get the key back. Alright, yeah, you say the same thing again. Just hit the buttons and just let you out, sir? That's kind of weird, there's not even a text box there saying, like, you need the key or to let him out, you know, or you need the flare pass, I don't know. It's just, like, nothing. I want to go to B3. I want to go to welcome to B3 2019. Here, learn all about video games. Alright, well, my brain is there an item over here, like, hidden? I don't know. I just remembered there being something here, but whatever. We could just, yeah, let's go on up. Welcome to let's introduce a character and then never use him again, because I don't know why. It's very, like, bizarre that he gets so much less screen time than all the other scientists, but I guess he's supposed to be, like, a neat, I don't know, he's supposed to be, like, a shut-in. You know, he's a nerdy scientist. He is pale as hell. Like, I just, like, maybe it's just the lighting? Why does he look so pale? He is seriously, like, are you from Ultra Megalopolis, sir? So the Pokeballs we received and the Pokemon we've gathered are where they need to be. Add it all up and it means all preparations are complete. The only thing left to do is put the plan in motion. I'm counting on you. He looks really pale. Like, one push of a button and we can activate the ultimate weapon from this room. I believe being a chosen one means you have the potential to change the future. Whether we activate the ultimate weapon or leave it safely underground will rest upon if you actually have the potential or not. Alright. Oh ho ho! You're the one I've heard so much about. I've been waiting for you. I need to do a little research on you. Come, let us begin. I was trying to do like a mix between Trevor and Tierno's voice, and I completely lost it at the end there. Look at him! He's like the Michelin Man! I don't remember him being this pale. That is bizarre. I mean, like, wow. Seriously, do Pokemon Z on Switch and tell us he's from Ultra Megalopolis. I'll believe you. I will believe you without a second thought. Holy crap. He's really pale. Anyway, yet another, the third 6 Pokemon battle of this episode. It's becoming routine at this point. Close combat. That could actually hurt a little bit, but it doesn't matter because you're dead. It doesn't matter because you're a Mankey. I like Mankey. Mankey and Primeape are one of those Gen 1 Pokemon that I don't think get enough love. But I said 2 Pokemon, I said they're one of those Pokemon. That's an evolution line that I don't think gets enough love, is what I'm getting at. Can I just Psychic you, Vulpix? I want to say Vulpix actually has a pretty decent special defense. And then you might have Bite, you know? I don't know, I'm gonna go for Jeremiah because we resist fire, and I'll Thunderbolt you, and I'll see if we could have taken you out with Monfrey, you know? I'm just curious. You know, Monfrey's all caught up in levels, I probably don't need to be worrying anymore, but something about that Charmeleon from last episode, really, like, it's sticking in my brain. Alright, well, I could have taken you out. Monfrey could have done it. Sorry, Monfrey. Sorry, my friend. We got Jinx. Interesting. Ooh. Huh. Wow, Jinx is actually kind of annoying. It's like, Jeremiah's weak to ice. Fiesta's weak to, or no, Fiesta's not weak to that, but doesn't really have anything to do back. Hammond is weak to Psychic, and it's like Wingo and Mavis are not. They do not resist ice. So what are your special defenses like? You've got 65, and you've got 85, so you've got quite a bit more. I mean, well, 20 is actually not that much. Plus, you have much less HP. I think Mavis will be the play. I don't know, man. I kind of get scared. Well, you can do it. You can do it, Mavis. Like, I think the 20 special defense will be made up for by the fact that you have 50 more HP than Wingo, you know? So I think you can just get out there. Did I ever determine if Metal Claw is stronger? It stabs, so that's like 75, and that's like 150. But this is like 150, and then, I don't know, I feel like my math is wrong. You know, sometimes I do stuff like that, and I'm like, that did not do enough damage. Either way, Metal Claw worked out, so it's fine. Because sometimes I do all that math, and then I'm like, that didn't work at all. Ooh, okay. That's yet another one, where it's like, immediately I was like, okay, Hammond, and then I was like, oh, yeah, you, like, can't do that. So, we resist Steel and Psychic, but why am I thinking that you get Hammer Arm? That's what it is! You get freaking Hammer Arm! I remember it. Okay, so what's the solution, then? I kind of just want to go for, like, Jeremiah. I think Jeremiah is probably a fine solution, you know? I think it's better than, like, watching Hammond get Zen headbutted, you know? And you can hit it back. Man. See, what am I telling you guys? I do occasionally, I'm like, I remember something that is potentially very vital. It's like, it might not be Stab, but that's a powerful move from a powerful Pokemon, so I just don't want to risk it. I don't know which of these will be better. I'm gonna assume Fusion Bolt will be better. I'm gonna go for it. We're gonna zip up into the sky. See, that's what the sky looked like, and it was still 1,000,000 degrees outside. Alright, did about half, that's fine. That's gonna hurt a bit, I bet. Never mind, did like literally nothing. Did like absolutely nothing at all. It's fine, I'm not gonna complain. See ya, Metagross. Metagross is one of the coolest Pokemon ever. Thing is so awesome. It's such a shame that it's the fact that its legs basically go higher than its body means that if you're playing like any generation before 6, it looks really stupid in battle. I think it actually looks fine in Gen 5. I don't really recall what it looks like. I want to say it looks fine in Gen 5. A Phoebus? I can just have Monfrey do that. It's like, obviously we could just Thunderbolt it, but I'll just Monfrey wants levels, why not? You know, it's a Phoebus. I'm not exactly scared. But yeah, it's like, the fact that his legs go up so high, it's like every sprite is just like the very top of Metagross's head, and then like an arm, because they just have to show that it's Metagross. It's so unfortunate. And last but not least, Pidgeotto. I go out to Mavis. Go back out to Mavis so we can drop some rocks on it. Mavis, do you still have the highest stat on the team? You may still have the highest single stat. Actually, extremely unlikely. Jeremiah is probably giving you a run for your money. You've got 165. Like, Monfrey has 159. So, yeah, Monfrey is right behind you. And, 178 on Jeremiah. Wow. That is, I had a feeling. I did that video forever ago, where I talked about how it had 150 physical attack. What was it, 150, and then its special attack is still 100 and butt-clenching 30, or something like that? I was not very good at making jokes. It was just like, I was just like, it's funny because I said butt clenching. And that was it. That's not a good video. Anyway, you're wonderful. Your Pokemon are amazing. Thank you. I think it's so weird. It's literally the only time you fight him in the entire game. Like, he couldn't have shown up one more time. I don't know. Wonderful, amazing. You have tremendous. You know what actually would have been cool? I mean, it might not have been really cool, but it would have been interesting if they make Z and everything plays out the same in the story. Which, by the way, I'm just gonna put it out there. When I say if they make Z, that's assuming they're never going to make it. They should have him betray Lysander. You're expecting Lysander to come out with all the stuff on him, you know, with the little arms and stuff. But then it's this guy, and he takes over. That would be pretty cool, and you have to work with Lysander. You could even do like a double battle alongside him. That'd be pretty awesome. You have tremendous skill and bravery. When you add that up, it means I will tell you something very interesting. It happened 3,000 years ago. The ultimate weapon was used to put an end to the war in an instant. If we use that incredible power, we can finally free Kalos and the foolish humans that plague it. Behind me, you'll find a red button and a blue button. One of them is the button for activating the ultimate weapon. Push one now. Come on, push one. Well, we're gonna push one in the next episode, Zero Sick, because it's about time to end this one. So if you did enjoy this video enough to give it a like, guys, I would greatly appreciate that. And if you want more awesome Pokemon content, subscribing would help us both out. This has been TheSilverSlasher, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.